Hello, I'm David Chaston with 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz. This week at everything you need to know in 90 seconds at 9 o'clock, with news that Fitch is warning of a fallout from the Aussie Banking Commission that could affect us. But first, it seems the US dollar is getting the cold shoulder on currency markets. It is lower against most, with the New Zealand dollar up to 73.1 US cents, its highest since before the New Zealand general election. In fact, the US dollar is now at a 3-year low. In the US, car maker Ford has become the latest to commit to an electric future. It has said it will invest $11 billion in the switchover and have 40 electric models in 4 years. In Europe, they reported a large trade surplus, but about the level analysts were expecting. It was data that saw the euro rise in value. In Canada, home sales there in December rose at a faster pace than in November. Volumes are up 4.1% and prices are up 5.7%. In China, the thought police are particularly active at present. Any reference by foreign firms to Hong Kong, Macau, Taiwan or Tibet being foreign countries is bringing a swift rebuke and a requirement for the companies to apologise and delete their references. Ratings agency Fitch says the Australian Royal Commission into banking there is a fundamental risk to wholesale pricing for the banks, and that could be the case even if the Commission clears the banks. The reputation of the system is particularly important as the Australian banking sector is heavily reliant on foreign investors for funding. Any loss of trust may lead to higher wholesale funding costs, they say, which in turn could intensify competition for deposits and push up funding costs for the entire system. If they are right, clearly there will be a spillover to New Zealand. US 10-year yield is unchanged at 2.55% today because of the US public holiday there. However, the equivalent 10-year China sovereign bond has held onto its much higher level and is now at 4.02%. The equivalent New Zealand 10-year sovereign bond is unchanged at 2.89%. Oil prices are a little higher again today, with the West Texas Intermediate price benchmark now at just under $65 a barrel, while the Brent benchmark is now over $70 a barrel. Gold, however, is up strongly, up $8 to $1,341 an ounce. And the Kiwi dollar is up more than 0.5 cent to 71.3 US cents on the weakening greenback. On the cross rates is at 91.7 Aussie cents, and against the euro we are softer at 58.6 euro cents. That puts the TWI at 74.4. I'm David Chaston. That was 90 at 9, brought to you by interest.co.nz.